Welcome back to the of Salem 2. In this video we are going to play as a Crusader. And as you can see, I have now Necronomicon of Fate, so my chances of getting the rolls I want increase. Six says VFA from 15, kinda base though. 4 says 15 claim. 10 says contraband me. 1 says day 1 common leader claim. 4 says 14, 13 claim. 15 says I'm an honest man. 13 claims Coven killing. Wow. 11 says guys, I'm a tracker. So sadly, as a Crusader, you have to be very, very careful on who you go on, because you not only kill evils, but you can also kill town. So that's why night 1 I'm staying home, because I don't want ringing a town investigative or a town protective. It's way better that I stay home and don't kill a townie. And we left night 1, nice. Sadly, I don't think I will get attack 3 people. You can't survive that long as a Crusader. Eleven was killed by the Coven, sadly. They were a tracker, so what the other TPs were doing, interesting. And we have a mayor reveal, so that we have a mayor who has a lot of votes. 1 says, look out, night 1, 6, visited by. 13 says, WTF. 7 says, okay. 14 says, I am TI. 9 says, I was reached. 4 says, let's go. 10 says, Conjurer on me. 6 says, Mayor is a town traitor, real. 7 claims TP, why weren't they on tracker? 1 says, I just don't ask questions anymore, to be honest. 4 says, 7 votes Mayor, let's go. 1 says, I'm guessing 14 is coroner. Well, they could be spy, but when they do this, you can just claim coroner or spy. 4 says, don't guess, feel. 1 says, I feel they're coroner. 4 says, good. I say TIs can be guessed, so open claim please and post if you have any info. 4 is voting lookout. 6 says time protective claim here. Why weren't you on tracker? 1 claim hello. 6 says 4 says we are fake from 15. 7 says I guess 14 is spy or Coro. 10 says 15 seems fine. 13 claims TS. 4 says they must claim then. I say TP here. Mayor says 14 for time. And we are out of time. 4 says we're just keeping 15. Okay. Let's get these claims. And I now have a mod that lists the claims I wrote down near the names instead of just being in the notes. So that's interesting. Let's 4514, the TI claim. Because in case some of the TPs are real, like they could be Trapper or maybe the a trickster who they claim TP, you never know. So I type, it's hard to pick a target as clues, not gonna lie. I attacked someone visiting my target. I hopefully didn't attack a townie. That would be awful. Rest in peace to 3, they were a monarch. I whispered to Mayor that I attacked someone on 14 before it's revealed, so they trust me. And the monarch knighted revealed Mayor, which is good because it's way better than random knighting, you know. 14 is also whispering to 10. And I killed the Hexmaster, let's go! "15 says, Pirate, Landlubbers are Arsonist Striker Hexmaster. Night 1, 2, Landlubber. Night 2, Killing 2. 1 says they were reached. 15 says 2 Arso. I say so 2 is immune. 7 says so 2 Arso. 15 says my last Landlubber. 4 says let Arso cook. 2 claims Cleric on 1 and then on Mayor. 14 says 2 is Arso. 15 says Cleric can't visit Mayor. 10 says I'm doused I think. So let's get them. 4 says they can visit. Does not protect. 13 says do not let the Asa cook low. They are going to kill the mayor. And the mayor has 4 votes now. Cool. 2 says I'm cleric, bro. Oh, look at the sad face they're doing. So cute. 2 says nobody cooking on my watch. 7 says cleric can go on the real mayor. I say cleric can visit and can protect the mayor after the recent update. 14 says yeah sure, you visited 10 and he was visited by Arso and Monarch. I repeat that they can protect the revealed mayor now. 2 says Lamau. 6 says bye 15. 2 says love arsonist. XOXOX. 15 says 07. 1 says oh my god, were you actually? 4 says oh right, so Maya is OP now. 1 says haha nice. 4 says as long as there isn't writ or conch. I say oh doom. Bye parrot, thank you for helping the town. They got pretty lucky with the landlubbers being dead so fast. Okay, let's write down the claim. Why is it putting random Coven near 14th name when I type not Coven? I guess you can only write down the existing hashtags. So one is lookout. Let's fortify them because it doesn't look like TPs are real this game. So 4 is probably vigilante with how they're acting. You attack someone visiting your target. Your target was attacked last night. Nice! Rest in peace to Illusionist. I whispered to one, I got you. The last wheel says 9 is Doomsayer. 1 says, thanks boo, you're the best. I say, you're welcome. Thirteen says, Cruz is popping off low. 1 says, 8 visited by. I was witched as vigilante, so somebody has defense. 14 says, 4 is town. 1 says, I'm practically useless, because I ain't finding anything. 10 says, I guess not, let's hang 9. 7 says, oh. 10 says, any claims 9? 7 says, I don't know, can be Coven faking, so they go for majority. I asked the type of 9 claim. They can be at max 2 Coven now. 9 says, you would rather hang a Doom than find a killer or Coven? Well, they do have several townies to guess, so we can't have that. We need our mayor. They seem to know what they're doing. 9 says, I could have guessed you, but I have not wanted to. 1 says, wait, 9 said they too they were witched, but I was witched. 9 says, always the same. I say also, 14 never posted any info. 10 says, are you read? Seriously. 1 says, bye friend. 14 says, he is doomed, so apok. 9 says, good luck losing. I say, oh wait, my bad. 14 is spy, and they did post. The 10 was visited by Asa and Monarch. May says, to that Coven, I think it's fine. And they were Doomsayer. I was a bit expecting an Apok or something, but no, they were Doomsayer. Who to go on? Let's go on Maya because I don't see... It just doesn't feel like there are other TPs that are real, so let's go on 10. And let's write that we killed Hackmaster and Illusionist instead of attacking, because attacking is more vague. Seven claims GP. And 8 was, oh god, I was killed by Coven. Yes, they were very mad how they lost 2 of their members, thanks to me, so understandable. One says 12 visited by 13. By 13, it says getting that doom was a must. He knows 3 town. Then says I was gonna ask what 13 is, as he is most sus. 13 killed 12. 13 says fake news. It says wow, fake news. Continues 13. One says not really. 12 was Crusader, who protected me yesterday. I knew you'd be mad, so I went on him. Let me stop assuming everyone is a guy here, please. It's just so frustrating at this point. It says 7 just left. Maya says, at least claim something, 13. It says there is 1 more gun. Thirteen says Coven members kept on running into Crusader, Lamau. Lol. 7 left, they were enchanted. 4 is just, and 14 is also. 4 says I was gonna help if 7 didn't just leave. 14 says Aso is dead. 8 says nah. 13 says double Aso moment. 4 says saying 8 just told me their teammates, cause I am just. 8 says if double Aso, all gone low. Thirteen says 14 is Aso. GG. 8 says 4 I'm admirer. 14 says sure. 8 says confirmed by 10. And 13 was which? Nice. 10 says yeah, I do confirm 8. And the game continues. 10 says 1 is confirmed 2. And 8 disconnected. What? 13 says Coven just kept on running into you. There was nothing we could do. Well, you could attack someone else. I say unlucky. And the only death is disconnected enchanter. So probably Town wins here. I hope, at least. GG, well played, Town. One wanted to get 14. 13 says I lied about Arsenal. 1 says what was 14? 14 says spy. Maya says Maya carry. I say Cruz as well.